Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com, here to do your weekly intuitive reading for Monday, October 11th through Sunday, October 17th, 2021. For this week's weekly reading, we will be using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland for the main message for everyone. And your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, is going to be coming from the Energy Oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor. So this is the first week intuitive reading that I've done after the relocation to my new home here in South Carolina. So as the weeks move on and as I get to explore, I will try to give you some juicy little tidbits about how it is to live in South Carolina. So far, being here about a week or so, still trying to unpack. In fact, I don't really even have my crystals unpacked, so I'm going to be using some of my crystal bracelets for the crystal of choice this week. But so far, the weather is beautiful and nice. It does rain, but that's okay because it's a little cooler here than it was in Florida, which I really prefer. I don't like cold weather, but I don't like real hot, humid weather like it is in Florida either. So I also like the nature and the trees aspect here. I mean, I did love the palm trees and the beach of Florida, but I'm much more of kind of like a mountain and woods sort of person. And being now, I'm going to be close to the mountains at the, I'm forgetting the mountain range, but I'm close to Asheville, North Carolina, about an hour away. But I'm in the northern part of South Carolina, and again, that's about an hour drive maybe to Asheville, North Carolina, so I'm going to be closer to the mountains, and so I'm really excited to get to explore the area and some of the metaphysical stores and the people around here. So as soon as I get more settled and get back on track, I am back up and doing readings, but as I said, still trying to unpack and organize. So thank you so much. I was able to continue with all of the weekly and the monthly intuitive reading for October. So enough jibber jabber. Let's go ahead and take a look at our stones of choice for this week. So the first stone of choice is going to be, this is rose quartz. It's a very light colored rose quartz, but it's a very light pink. So the rose quartz is the heart chakra, right? This relates to our heart chakra. This is going to be about self-love, self-nurturing, as well as love and nurturing and romance and relationship energies. And I did choose stones this week that would relate to relationship and partnership matters. And that can be, whether it be with romantic others or friends or family, even people that we work with. Because we're in Libra season, right? Libra is the sign of relationships and partnerships, and there's a lot of Libra energies going on this week. So if you are looking to heal some heart chakra wounds, if you are looking to love self, respect self, nurture self, or find more love and nurturing and gentle peace, this is a very gentle kind of loving stone. If you're looking for that in your relationships, then maybe this is your stone of choice. Okay, I feel like I'm chittery. I don't know what's going on. It's Mercury retrograde, so my words are all over the place. Your second stone of choice is carnelian. Now, we might not think of carnelian as a relationship stone, but it does relate to the sacral chakra. And the sacral chakra is all about passion and creative self-expression. So if you're looking for more passion in your relationships or just more passion in your life, if you want to feel more passionate about life and about who you are and about what you're doing, or if you're looking for more creative self-expression in projects or in your destiny or career, if you're looking for more self-expression within your relationships, then carnelian perhaps is your stone of choice for this week. And the last stone of choice that I have here, this is freshwater pearl. So with the freshwater pearl, we're talking crown chakra, okay? So crown chakra is, opening up to that higher vibrational energies of the universe. In relationship to relationship, there I go again with my words. In regards to relationship, I felt this freshwater pearl was more about peace and purity, even unconditional love, and again, looking at the idea of love and connectedness from a much higher universal perspective. But to me, again, the freshwater pearl is like peace and purity and innocence even. So if you're looking for those kind of qualities in relationship matters, then this is your stone of choice. Okay, so again, we have the rose quartz, we have the carnelian, or we have the freshwater pearl. Now, I'm going to be doing this whole weekly video in front of the camera because I can't find my card holders anywhere. I looked in all the obvious places, and there's still a lot of boxes to unpack, but as far as the obvious places to look for my card holders, can't find them. So hopefully they show up soon. So hopefully you like this particular mode of operation here, because I'm going to be talking to the camera the whole time here. So let's talk about the astrology. Let's stop chitter-chattering here, Colleen, and let's get to the astrology for the week. So on Monday the 11th, we have Mercury in the sign of Libra. Mercury rules our thoughts, our ideas, our perceptions, and our communications. It is in the partnership relationship sign of Libra that wants balance, harmony, and equality. And right now, Mercury is still retrograde in that sign of Libra. So we're going, we're definitely in a time period where we're needing to review and revise and research and all of those re's as far as the Mercury retrograde. But in the sign of Libra, this is about like ironing out communication matters with our significant others, and not just romantic significant others. This can be about business partnership, friendship, family. This is about one-on-one communication. So if there's been challenges or confusion or lack of clarity because Mercury is retrograde, this is still giving us a time to iron things out, to try to be clear, to try to make sure that we understand what other people are trying to communicate or express to us as well. But now on Monday, Mercury in Libra is in an odd inconjunct aspect to Uranus. And Uranus is the planet of freedom and independence and sudden and unexpected energies, change, redirection, surprises. It's a very higher kind of vibrational and higher God mind sort of energy. So in other words, Mercury rules the lower mind or the ego mind. Uranus kind of rules the higher mind or the God mind. Now they come together in what I said it was an inconjunct, an odd aspect. So we're needing to adjust how we're communicating. We're needing to adjust our perceptions. We're needing to adjust how we're thinking about things and perceiving things. So again, Uranus brings in flashes of insight and higher intuition. So be sure that you're staying calm and balanced enough to allow some of those higher psychic, intuitive messages to come in. And again, like I said, we might need to adjust how we're speaking or trying to communicate or express to other people, or we may need to adjust again how we're receiving information, right? Don't react, or don't think that you know exactly what somebody means before you kind of reiterate and say, I feel like this is what you're saying, right? I hear you saying this, is that what you mean? Even if you think it's very clear and you think that you know what's going on. Again, Mercury's retrograde, so it's always good in any situation to make sure that everything's clear. This could too, because Uranus is that planet of surprises. You might hear some people say some surprising things, or we might receive messages out of the blue that we weren't expecting. So maybe some of them are strange or unusual, or again, just a surprise, kind of a phone call, an email, a text from somebody that we haven't heard from. Mercury retrograde, especially in Libra, can bring back people from our past. So a friend that you haven't heard from for a really long time, a family member that maybe you've been estranged from, an old lover kind of, contacts you. So that kind of thing can happen anyway during the whole Mercury retrograde cycle. On Wednesday, and this is going to be the Wednesday the 13th, the Sun in Libra, right? So here's more relationship energy. The Sun in Libra is in an inconjunct to Neptune. So here we have that inconjunct again, which is that odd, sort of strange aspect where we're needing to adjust the energies because the Sun is in an air sign, Libra, which is thoughts, ideas, perceptions. It's all of that mental realm stuff. Neptune is in water, which is more the emotional, the psychic, the intuitive. So somehow we have to merge logic and intuition here. And again, we're merging the logic and the intuition or communication along with our psychic impressions in regards to relationships because again, the Sun is in Libra. On Friday the 15th, the Sun in Libra is making a trine aspect, which is a positive aspect, to Jupiter in Aquarius. Now, Jupiter is known as the Great Benefic, the planet of great blessings, the planet of abundance and prosperity, the planet that also rules expanding into higher perceptions, or it rules our belief systems and what we believe, to be true about any given thing. Now, again, this is a positive aspect. So the Sun is in an air sign, which is about communication and thoughts. Jupiter is in an air sign, Aquarius. So again, thoughts, perceptions, communications. This can really expand our network of people. So if you're a networker, or if you're wanting to meet new people and put yourself out there, Thursday, Friday, when this particular aspect happens, maybe into Saturday, it's a really good time to do it. Like I said, especially Thursday and Friday as that aspect is approaching. So communicate with loved ones, communicate with new people, network, expand yourself, believe in the dream. Jupiter is like believing in the dream, right? And it brings us these great blessings through projecting our thoughts and our perceptions, our positive thoughts and perceptions, and communicating them out into the world or communicating them with other people. So again, this is a really good aspect. Can bring in some wonderful, again, kind of gifts, wonderful surprises, wonderful expansion energies, and a lot of blessings in some shape or form. On Saturday the 16th, we have Venus, and she is the planet of love, relationships, money, and finances. She's in freedom-oriented Sagittarius right now. So Sagittarius, all about freedom and about adventure and about expanding herself. And just, to me, it's a very fun sign. It's a very abundant sign too. It's like, let's get out there and have fun and expand in abundance, and let's connect with other people from other cultures, and let's just kind of, it's very intuitive too, so let's use our intuition, but more so this is about freedom. When I think about money and finances, Venus might spend a little bit more rapidly than usual, and she's been in Sagittarius, and she's going to continue to be, right? In relationships, she's looking for a little bit more freedom and independence. Now on Saturday, went into this whole thing about Venus. So on Saturday, Venus is in a trine aspect to Chiron, the wounded healer. Now that's a positive aspect, but Chiron brings up our past life wounds. And this would be some wounds regarding our sense of individuality and independence. And with Venus being in Sagittarius, which wants to break free, I would say that on or around Saturday, we are really, and this is about the divine feminine collectively as well as us as individuals, that we're wanting a little bit more freedom. We're wanting more independence. We're wanting to heal these old wounds of not feeling free or independent, or feeling closed off, or feeling stuck, or feeling held back. So this is giving us a really good opportunity to heal some of that. And to find yourself again, to find your sense of courage and confidence and ability to just be who you are. Okay, also on Saturday we have Mars, which is in Libra, so a lot of Libra stuff going on. Mercury, Sun, and Mars all in Libra. Mars is the planet of energy and action and forward movement, so he's putting his energy now towards balance, harmony, equality, compromise, relationships, right? Libra. Mars in Libra is going to be in conjunct Neptune. So first on Wednesday we had the Sun in Libra in conjunct Neptune. Now on Saturday we have Mars in Libra in conjunct Neptune. This might bring in a little bit of confusion regarding some relationship matters. I don't think it's anything too serious, and it's nothing that lasts too long. But this can be, a benefit can be wearing rose-colored glasses and just immersing yourself in the fantasy of love, romantic love, unconditional love, the compassion, the forgiveness. The other side of the coin is that there may truly be some confusing ideas or confusing thought processes or confusing communication in regards to our connections with other people. So we might be seeing through rose-colored glasses or not seeing things totally clearly. On Sunday, the 17th, this is the last day of this week's reading, we have the Sun in Libra in a challenging square aspect to Pluto. And Pluto is the planet of power, control, death, rebirth, transformation, regeneration. And it rules our subconscious. It rules things that are hidden beneath the surface. This is a challenging aspect, a square. So because the Sun is in Libra, the sign of relationships, I might say that there's maybe going to be some power and control issues within our relationships that will either play out in an outward way, or that we could be feeling, having thoughts and perceptions of being disempowered or not being in our own power regarding relationships. So depending on how vocal you are, this could either play out, verbally, where there's, some power stuff going on, or it can play out just within yourself where you're feeling, again, a little disempowered and not like things aren't equal, things are not fair as Libra would like them to be. And then we end on Sunday the 17th with Jupiter, the planet of abundance, prosperity, blessings, expansion, belief systems, turning back to direct motion at 22 degrees of Aquarius. So when a planet slows down to either turn retrograde or direct, it kind of intensifies and magnifies the energies of that planet depending on what sign it's in. Jupiter is in Aquarius, so we're expanding our mind, we're expanding our intuitive perceptions, we're expanding our ideas, we're expanding our humanitarian ideals. We're expanding our independence and our freedom, because Aquarius is also about that. We're looking at our belief systems regarding freedom and independence. What do we believe about the collective? Because Aquarius is a collective kind of sign, right? It's about people of like mind coming together with a common goal. So there definitely might be, this to me would be an opportunity to network again and expand yourself and broaden your horizons. But again, it can exaggerate or expand any kind of drama energies as well, or it can expand. All of a sudden I got a flash of technology, because Aquarius rules technology and electricity and computers and things of that nature. So don't be surprised if there's some wonky things, again, because it's still Mercury retrograde too, but don't be surprised if on or around Sunday the electrical, the computer, cell phone, electricity, if there's something weird happening with Jupiter expanding that and exaggerating that. So there's a lot of ways that can play out. Not to mention, Jupiter can expand us into blessings. So if we keep our thoughts and our perceptions and our intentions on the positive blessings that we want to create in our lives, then Jupiter can definitely expand us into that as well. So let's do that. Let's all focus on the positive of what we want to expand into. Okay, so that's a little bit about the astrology for the week. Let's see what our angels and guides have to say by looking at the cards. So I usually try to pick 3 cards. As a lot of you often know, more than that comes out. This was one of those times. We have 5 cards here to look at. The first card came out as 2 cards here. So the first of those 2 cards is, okay, well, I'm not surprised that this is Major Arcana number 6. This is harmony. And you can probably guess that in the traditional tarot, this is the Lover's card. This is the card of balance, harmony, equality, relationships, partnerships, love, right? And, you know, this is a card of blessings too. I mean, you know, look at the lovers here. They're very balanced with one another. They're respecting one another. It'll be interesting to see what card came out with it, considering we have so much Libra stuff going on. But this definitely indicates that relationships are highlighted. And to me, how they're so attentively looking at one another, I want to say we need to be attentive to one another's needs, thoughts, ideas, opinions, right? Don't brush someone else off, or don't get so self-involved with what you're doing that you're not able to or willing to put down for a minute what you're doing to really totally 100% listen to your partner, your friend, your family member, your coworker, your business partner, right? Be very attentive to what the other person needs, what the other person is saying, the other person's opinions, because Libra energy wants that equality, wants that fairness. Let's see what came out with this card to get some additional information. Okay, so we have the 9 of spiritual here, and it says at the bottom, spiritual strength. Now, the 9 of spiritual, this is like the 9 of wands, and the number 9, you know, just from a numerological standpoint, the number 9 is about unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness. And the wands suit, or again, the purple here, the suit of spiritual, this is talking about spiritual compassion, spiritual forgiveness, right? The highest form of love, unconditional love, and really being in that higher spiritual energy. This is not an earthly energy, it's a spiritual energy. And you can see that there's kind of a Buddha-looking guide behind this gentleman here, as if this guide is lifting challenges up and away, because the 9 is a number of completion. The 9 is the last of the single-digit numbers. And so we're nearing the end of something. We're completing something. We're lifting something away. We're able to release, let go, purge, transmute. And that's what I feel from this card. If we have that spiritual strength, that spiritual confidence, or we ask for help, spiritual assistance from our angels and guides, whatever challenge, whatever difficulty, whatever confusion, confusing situation that we might be going through, I feel like that's going to be lifted up and away. And also there's a lot of green in this card, right? The man is wearing a green kind of robe. The guide is colored green. It reminds me of Archangel Raphael's emerald green color of healing. Healing of the physical body, healing of the emotional body, just healing of the heart chakra in general. So I feel like, again, with this 9 unconditional love and the green of the healing, that there's a lot of healing that potentially can take place within our relationships, and that whatever challenges we might be experiencing, or confusion, or misinformation, or whatever, that can be lifted away if we are aware and we ask for help, or we give our partner or significant other in our lives, if we give them the attention and the time that's needed in order to work these things out. Okay, now the second card came out as 1 card. Let's take a look at that one. Okay, so this is the 6. Interesting, because we have the 6 major arcana, right? The Lover's card is the 6th major arcana. And now we have the 6 of physical. Okay, the purple was the spiritual suit. The red is the physical suit in this deck. So this is like pentacles, or discs, or earth. This is tangible energy. And it says the 6 of physical, so the 6 of pentacles. This is a great card, actually. It says material and spiritual prosperity. So we're combining kind of the physical of the material prosperity with the spiritual of the spiritual prosperity here, the energies. And this to me would be like the sun trining Jupiter, right? Jupiter slowing down, the planet of blessings, great benefic, ruler of abundance and prosperity. And on Friday, the sun in Libra is trining Jupiter in Aquarius. So again, this can bring monetary blessings, financial blessings, gifts. It can bring compliments. It can bring support. It can bring spiritual support from your angels and guides, or just this moment of wow, this is exactly what I needed, or this is exactly what I needed to hear, or this person or this direction is exactly where I needed to go. It's like universally guided, in other words. And look at that abundance. I mean, he's standing on some sort of balcony. He's looking out over the land. There's the fountains there and the water and the pond, which signify, you know, the flow of abundance here, the everlasting flow of abundance. We've got the sun rising in the background, new day, new direction. We got the trees, growth. So this is a very beautiful card all the way around. So that's great. This is, to me, saying look for the blessings in life. Don't focus on, you know, these challenges with all of these inconjuncts going on this week. If there's confusion or, you know, people not understanding one another or whatever it might be, Mercury retrograde mishaps, don't focus on those things. Focus on the blessings in life to create more of this abundance and more of these blessings. Okay, that's a beautiful card. And also I want to say too that number 6, right? Because we had the Lover's card, like I said, which is a 6 card, the 6 of physical. The number 6 numerologically, it's about balance of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, right? If it were a geometric shape, the number 6 would be an upward pointing triangle, which has 3 points, intersected with a downward pointing triangle, which has 3 points. And that would be like the 6-sided Star of David, or the Merkaba. Some people call it Merkaba, but it's that energy of as above, so below. And it's also this energy of, again, balancing the divine feminine, of allowing and being receptive and nurturing and loving, with the divine masculine of right action and forward movement, and, you know, kind of taking charge in your life in a positive way in making decisions. So there's a really nice energy here with that balance of the feminine and masculine. Now the last card came out as 2 cards as well. So the first of those last 2 cards is, okay, so we have another major arcana. This is major arcana 8, and it's called Power in this deck. Now in the traditional tarot, as you can probably guess, it's the Strength card, because we have half lion and half man here. So we're merging together our animal instincts with our logical human mind with this. But this is also about being in our power, because the number 8 in numerology, this is about owning our power, being in our power, being in authority, right? And using our power wisely, though. This can definitely be about power and control issues, and it does say power. And this is like that Sun square Pluto, where there can be some power and control issues, or someone trying to disempower you, or even a situation or your own thoughts and perceptions about something that are disempowering you. But this is an opportunity to take back your power, or be in your power, own your power. And again, merge the intuitive animal instincts, right? Like our gut intuition, with the logic of the human mind. And if we can merge both of those, then we're really going to be totally in our power. The number 8 also refers to career, life path, destiny path, money, and finances. So there might be something with that going on as well for this week. Let's go ahead and see what card came out with this to finish off this part of the reading. Okay, so we have a number 6 again. This one is the 6 of spiritual, which is like the 6 of wands. And this again too is a very beneficial card, a card of blessings. And as you can see down there at the bottom, what it says victory and success. The 6 of spiritual, victory and success. This person is on like a mountaintop, kind of a edge of a cliff there, blowing his horn. To me, this is like, pay attention, right? Like the universe is trying to get your attention because this is a spiritual card. So your guides, your angels, the universe, messages are coming in, and that's Jupiter as well. Remember, Jupiter rules the expansion principle, and it's expanding into that Aquarian energy, which is claircognizance, just like this inner knowing, which is an intuitive psychic ability in and of itself. So let's, use this energy in the most positive way to listen to the messages from our angels and guides, listen to the messages of the universe, pay attention to the signs that the universe is giving you, balance the masculine and the feminine with that number 6. And again, let's move towards this victory and success with Jupiter turning back to direct motion on Sunday, which is the planet of abundance and prosperity and blessings. So this, all in all, this is a pretty good reading. So again, some of those inconjuncts might bring some interesting energies, but focus on the positive here. Except for that Sun square Pluto, a lot of this energy is very positive, especially with Jupiter. So let's take a look at what the special message card is for each one of you, depending on your stone of choice. So that first stone of choice was the rose quartz. So we're going to give this a little shuffle here. Rose quartz people, what's the message for the week of October 11th through the 17th for the rose quartz people? Okay. This one's calling my attention as I open my eyes. Ooh, the World card. The World card. That's a powerful card. It's number 29. If you add 2 plus 9, it equals master number 11, the number of the light worker, the number of the visionary, the number of right leadership. The World card, though, too, to me, I always think of the World card in the tarot, even though this isn't a tarot deck. But the World card in the tarot is about a time of successful completion or a successful ending so that a new beginning can take place. So to me, I also look at the imagery and think about the world, and it feels very expansive to me, like Jupiter, right? So I feel like we're expanding ourselves. We might be expanding our presence out in the world. We might be expanding our gifts by learning more. We might be networking out with new people, which is an expansion kind of process. The number 2 for the 29 is a very feminine, balanced number that deals with relationships. And the number 9 is that very spiritual number as well, that deals with wanting to be of service to the world in some way, or wanting to be of service of others, other people with the 29. So I think that this is a great message again for those of you that are thinking about expanding your business, expanding your presence, networking with other people, wanting to meet new friends, wanting to find your tribe, wanting to create a new business, whatever that might be, or just even in relationships. We're in this time of expanding our presence out in the world or in the relationship, and we're also completing old energies and old patterns with that traditional meaning of the World card in the tarot. And as we're completing those old energies and old patterns, we're getting ready for something new and something wonderful. All right, for those of you that chose the carnelian, so those of you that chose the carnelian, let's give this a little shuffle. Special message for carnelian people. This one caught my attention. Oh my gosh, another great card. This is the Sun. And again, this isn't a tarot deck, but I always think of the major arcana of the Sun in the traditional tarot, which is about, again, success in career, success, abundance, prosperity, recognition in your career path, life path, destiny path, having more confidence, having more courage to step out there and be who you are and shine your light like the sun. The number 1 is the number of the self, the number of individuality, the number of initiation, starting something new. So This is definitely about you shining your light, and you feel really good about it because this person's in a kind of like a pond of water, and water is our emotions, and the sun is shining down on her, and so we're feeling really good, really joyous, really happy, really excited about what's happening or what's to come, or what the potential is. So let me see if there's any other imagery in here. I feel like there's some fairy energy in there too. So magical fairies, look for the magic in life, look for magical messages in nature. Get out in the sun, get out in nature. I mean, she's got the sun shining down on her, she's sitting in the water, she's got the fairies around her, she's got the green of the cup, which could signify green grass or trees. So really, and then the air, of course. So there's all the elements indicated here in the sun card. So use all the elements and get out in nature, because that's going to kind of give you a little boost of magic. All right. And then for those of you that chose the freshwater pearl, okay. So freshwater pearl, special message. Special message. This one's sticking up. This is the second chakra with Archangel Ariel. So another very positive card. Not that there's a lot of negative cards in here, but there's a couple challenging ones. But we got all positive here. We've got Archangel Ariel. And the second chakra, that is our sacral chakra. I know this is for the freshwater pearl people, but the orange color is what rules that second chakra, and you can see the orange here, like the carnelian is orange. So that deals with creative self-expression, with passion, with even sexuality or sensuality. So if we tap into that kind of energy, if we tap into that inner passion, this to me would be asking for angelic guidance to find that passion again. Maybe some of you have been lacking in passion within yourself or for what you're doing in life. Maybe you want to find a new job or new career. Maybe you're looking to spice up your relationship or find that passion and closeness, that emotional connectedness again within relationships. This also with the second chakra, that covers all of that. Archangel Ariel, she's the archangel that rules nature. So this can be, finding passion by getting out in nature. I feel like she also helps the animals. Like, I don't know which kind of animals. I'm sure she helps any kind of animals, but she's kind of connected to that animal kingdom and the nature kingdom as well. So there might be something here with listening to animal totems, recognizing the animal totems when you see it, getting out in nature again, and that can kind of fuel you with a new sense of passion. Wearing the color orange or eating orange foods, that's going to also kind of assist you with that sacral chakra energy. This is number 36. So the number 3 is to expand into positivity, expand into joy and happiness, expand into abundance and prosperity and creative self-expression. And the number 6 is about home and family and our emotions and emotional body. And again, it's that balance of the masculine and the feminine. I feel like there's a lot of creativity here. Again, creative self-expression of the sacral chakra. And the number 3 and the number 6, which equals a 9, all of those numbers in different ways are very spiritual, soft, flowing, nurturing, creative, loving, or loving life even kind of numbers. So that's the kind of energy that you want to immerse yourself in right now. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this weekly intuitive reading. Thank you for your support as I moved and relocated from Florida to South Carolina. We'll see how this all unfolds. It was not on my radar to have to move, and it wasn't on my radar as far as where to move. So this is a new place and a new adventure unfolding, so I have to think it's divinely guided. And we'll see what the universe has in store for me here. I'm going to get back on to trying to finish my spiritual product line. Some of them were up on my website. I had to kind of postpone them being available while I was transitioning and moving. But we've got essential oils, we've got sprays with essential oils and flower essences, we've got elixirs, crystal elixirs made in the full moonlight. Actually, they're all made in the full moonlight, all the products. They're given special intentions through Reiki. We've got new anointing oils and other things coming out. So watch for that. The products that were already up there, including my special intention jewelry and the special intention crystals and stones that I wire wrap. We're nearing the holiday season, so you might want to check out some of those pendants. But some of those products will definitely be available here very shortly. And again, I thank you all for your support, your love, your wonderful comments. And I send you all lots of love and light and many, many angel blessings. Bye, everyone.